Every year, I make videos listing the best value for money piano keyboards for those who are just starting out to learn how to play. In this video, you get my top 10 keyboard pianos for beginners under $300 updated for this year. My name is Jeremy C. I am a music teacher and musician for the last 28 years, as well as the author of one of the world's best-selling online keyboard courses, link in the description below. I have made close to 400 video reviews, demos, and tutorials about digital pianos and keyboards on my channel, and this buying guide is distilled from all the videos on my channel, so you don't have to spend countless hours watching all my in-depth reviews and demos on these 10 keyboards to find out which one of these keyboards is most suitable for you. The keyboards in this list will be sorted into 4 categories. They are Category 1, Basic entry-level keyboards. Category 2, Best value for money keyboards. Category 3, Premium beginner keyboards. Category 4, Keyboards with key lighting system. For your ease of reference, I have links in the description below to more information and updated pricing on each and every keyboard I talk about in this video. If you do not know the difference between a digital piano and a portable keyboard, check out the link in the description to a video I made explaining the difference. Before we begin, and to prevent myself from being repetitive, do note that all keyboards in my list allow you to use headphones for quiet practice, comes with a metronome to help you keep time, comes with a music rest for your sheet music, and can be powered with either batteries or a wall socket. And unless mentioned otherwise, every keyboard in this list has USB MIDI capability. Let's start with the first category, basic entry-level keyboards. I have shortlisted 3 keyboards in this category, and these are the bare minimum you should get. Anything less than these keyboards and you may be disappointed, frustrated, and is wasting your money. The cheapest keyboard on this list is the Casio Tone CTS 200 from Casio over here, which I also reviewed over here. This keyboard is also called the CTS 195 in some markets, but it is identical except for the color. The CTS 200 is a slim and stylish keyboard that comes with 61 standard full-size keys, but the keys unfortunately are not touch sensitive. Some beginners may prefer this as they may not be able to control their finger muscles that well yet. The Casio Tone CTS 200 comes with 400 tones ranging from pianos, electric pianos, synth, and ethnic instruments. The keyboard also comes with 77 rhythms across most genres such as pop, rock, jazz, and world music for you to play along with. The dance music mode on the Casio Tones let you imagine yourself being a DJ on a mixing console, triggering beats and adding effects and voice phrases in real time. Casio Tone CTS 200 is the cheapest keyboard on this list to come with a USB MIDI port for you to connect to apps such as Casio's own Cardano app on your tablet, phone, or computer to learn and play along with. You get a pair of 2-watt speakers over here which is sufficiently loud and clear for playing at home. The CTS 200 is also the only keyboard in this series where you have a choice of 3 colors, black, white, or like the red one over here. Casio designed these keyboards to be ultra portable with a carry handle that doubles up as a music rest. At a featherweight 7 pounds, the Casio Tone CTS 200 is perfect for carrying around to practice anywhere and jam along with your friends. At this price point, this keyboard is an excellent choice as your first keyboard, the only downside being the non-touch sensitive keys and the slightly dated sound engine. If these are deal breakers for you, keep watching this video. For more detailed information, current pricing, and my in-depth video review and demo on this Casio Tone CTS200, you can check out the description below this video. The second cheapest keyboard on my list is the Yamaha PSR E273 over here, which I did a thorough review right over here. This keyboard is also labeled as the YPT270 in some markets, but they are really identical except for the color. The PSR E273, which usually sells for about $10 more than the Casio Tone CTS200, comes with 61 full-size keys which are not touch sensitive, just like the Casio Tone CTS200 on my list. I love the large LCD screen on the PSR E273 and the improved user interface, making navigating and selecting voices and rhythms more convenient. You get 401 sounds from every imaginable real-world instrument from Yamaha's renowned AWM sample library. There are also 143 accompaniment rhythm styles for you to play along with. This is double what is available on the Casio Tones. Sound quality on this PSR E273 is better than the Casio Tones due to the different reverbs and choruses on the sound chip. The rhythms are also better programmed and have a more contemporary arrangement when compared to the Casio Tones. The speaker system is 25% more powerful than those found on the Casio Tone CTS200, but you pay a weight penalty for the better sound. The PSR E273 is bulkier and heavier than the Casio Tones and is definitely not as portable. One downside of the PSR E273 is there is absolutely no way to save user settings. You have to set up from scratch for each song you want to play. The Yamaha PSR E273 does not have any MIDI capability, and that may be a deal breaker for those who want to connect their keyboard to a mobile app to learn songs with. You have to make do instead with Yamaha's inbuilt lesson feature. In my opinion, if you do not need the ultra portability or the vibrant colors of the Casio Tone or foresee using the MIDI feature on your keyboard, the Yamaha PSR E273 gives way much better value than the extra $10 it costs over the Casio Tone CTS200. For more detailed information, current pricing, and my in-depth video review and demo on the Yamaha PSR E273, you can check out the description below this video. For just $20 more than the Yamaha PSR E273, you get this Casio Tone CTS300, which I also made an in-depth video review right over here. What upgrades do you get with the CTS300 over the CTS200, which is $20 cheaper? Quite a lot more actually. The Casio Tone CTS300 has the same number of tones, rhythms, and features such as USB MIDI in the same ultra-portable form factor as the CTS200. But with the Casio Tone CTS300, you get touch-sensitive keys, which means this keyboard responds to how hard or gently you hit the keys. This is a feature both the CTS200 and the Yamaha PSR E273 don't have. The CTS300 also gets a pair of 2.5 watt speakers just like the Yamaha PSR E273, and this is 25% more powerful than the speakers on the Casio Tone CTS200. To top it all, you get a pitch bend wheel on the Casio Tone CTS 300 that makes playing acoustic instruments such as saxophones, guitars, and harmonicas significantly more expressive. One disappointment with the CTS 300 is that it only comes in a rather boring dark color. You're not able to have your Casio Tone CTS 300 in the vibrant red or white like the CTS 200. For more detailed information, current pricing, and my in-depth video review and demo on this Casio Tone CTS 300, you can check out the video description below. Category 2 in my list of top 10 keyboards for beginners in 2021 is in the sweet spot when it comes to price versus features and quality. Where possible, you get significantly more just by stretching your budget a little more. For a mere $25 more than the Casio Tone CTS 300 in our previous category, you get a competent keyboard that you can actually gig with. The Casio CTX 700 I reviewed over here comes with 61 full-size touch-sensitive keys, 600 tones, including loads of various acoustic and electric pianos, and a massive 195 rhythm accompaniments covering every imaginable musical genre. And if 195 rhythms isn't enough, you have the ability to load up to 10 additional rhythms that you can download from the internet. The sound quality on the CTX 700 is noticeably more realistic than the keyboards in my basic entry-level category. You can also record up to 5 of your own songs on the Casio CTX 700. Each of your recorded songs can contain up to 6 separate tracks. You get the ability to layer 2 voices or split different voices across the keyboard to get a richer timbre. With 20 reverbs and 10 chorus effects, you can personalize the tones to your heart's content. The built-in step-up lesson from Casio is also useful for beginners. I love that at this price point, the CTX 700 allows you to save up to 32 user sound and rhythm presets for quick recall. You also get USB MIDI for connecting to learning and music production apps on your mobile devices. There are a few things you may want to note though. While you can layer and split voices across this keyboard, you cannot adjust the volume mix of the different parts. And while the competition at this price point offers a built-in digital to analog audio interface, the CTX 700 USB port only transmits MIDI. If these are not deal breakers for you, I would wholeheartedly recommend the Casio CTX 700 as the beginner keyboard that gives you the biggest bang for your buck. You can find detailed information, current pricing, and my in-depth video review and demo on the Casio CTX 700 in the description below this video. Launched by Yamaha a few months ago, this PSR E373 takes a huge evolutionary leap forward by offering sound quality, features, and functions that even Yamaha's higher priced models don't have. For a little less than $200, Yamaha has jam-packed a massive 622 voices into the PSR E373, including 11 new super articulation light voices, which is technology trickled down from Yamaha's $5,000 keyboard. You can shape these sounds with 38 user-definable digital signal processors, a feature not found in any other keyboard in this price range. The sounds can also be layered as well as split across the keyboard with a single touch of a button. The Yamaha PSR E373 also packs a whopping 205 rhythm accompaniment styles that allow you to control an entire backing band with just a single finger. In my opinion, Yamaha has the best programmed rhythm styles in the industry, and the PSR E373 doesn't disappoint. And if the built-in styles isn't enough, you can load an additional 10 user styles downloaded from the internet. As this keyboard is targeted at beginners, Yamaha has included their Keys to Success lesson system to get you going. One of the biggest selling points of the PSR E373 is the USB port that transmits both MIDI as well as audio data. No one else in the industry can do this at this price. Coupled with Yamaha's Rack and Share app, you can effortlessly record your playing on your mobile phone and share on social media or instant messaging with just a few clicks. The PSR E373 over here is also the most user-friendly keyboard in this list, which may be important for beginners. You may want to note, however, that the PSR E373 can only store 9 user presets compared to the cheaper Casio CTX 700, which can store 32 presets. This is a rather limiting factor for a keyboard that has so many configurable parameters. Further, the built-in song recorder on the PSR E373 can only record up to 2 tracks per song compared to the Casio CTX 700, which can record up to 6 tracks. All said, if you are a beginner, you won't go wrong with this Yamaha PSR E373 keyboard. You can find my in-depth review and demo of the Yamaha PSR E373 as well as more detailed information and current pricing in the description below this video. For those who intend to play more serious piano music with their keyboards, you can opt for the Yamaha PSR EW310, which is the 76 keys version of the PSR E373. The PSR EW310 over here is completely identical to the PSR E373 except for 3 things. For an extra $70 more, you get 15 more keys, and as a result, the keyboard is also wider and slightly heavier. I have done an in-depth comparison between the Yamaha PSR E373 and the PSR E310, which I will link in the description below this video. Category 3 in my list is devoted to keyboards with a key lighting system. For those who have absolutely no knowledge of where each key is and would like visual cues to help you find the notes on the keyboard, key lighting system keyboards can do just that. Let's have a closer look at them. From Casio, we have the Casio Tone LKS 250 keyboard with key lighting system. You get the same 61 full-size touch-sensitive keys as the Casio Tone CTS 300 in this list, but the key difference is every key on this keyboard can light up independently. The LKS 250 also comes with 400 tones and 77 rhythms, just like the entire Casio Tone range. I was a little disappointed that the pitch bend wheel found on the CTS 300 is not available on the LKS 250, but we do get a bonus. The LKS 250 has a mic input for you to plug in a dynamic microphone to sing along with. Someday, when I'm awfully low. And if you're wondering, yes, you can turn off the guiding lights on the key when you no longer need them. In my opinion, it is a good value that for an extra $20 more than the CTS 300, you lose the pitch bend wheel but gain a key lighting guide system as well as a microphone input. I made an in-depth review and demo video on the Casio Tone LKS 250, and you can find links to the video as well as current pricing in the description below. Yamaha has granted the wish of those who want the power of the Yamaha PSR E373 but want the guidance of a key lighting system. The Yamaha EZ300 is essentially the PSR E373 keyboard but with a key lighting system. You get all the beautiful 622 voices, including the 11 super articulation light voices, 205 rhythms, 38 digital signal processors, and a USB audio interface from the PSR E373. What is different is that you get keys that can light up and guide you to play the correct notes. The EZ300 has 202 songs for you to play along with compared to the PSR E373, which has just 154 songs. In my opinion, Yamaha's built-in lesson feature is far more useful with a key lighting system. These lights can be turned off once you no longer need these musical training wheels. With regard to color, I much prefer the unique silver-white chassis of the EZ300 over the boring black color of the PSR E373. The key lighting system adds an extra $50 to the price of the PSR E373, and if you are a beginner, this is absolutely worth it. You can check out more information and detailed pricing on the Yamaha EZ300 in the description below. What if you want to spend a little bit more money to get a keyboard with features that you don't necessarily need right now as a beginner, but will hopefully with adequate practice grow into when you become a better player? These keyboards in this category are for you. Casio took the portable keyboard world by storm when they launched their CTX series containing their upgraded AIX sound chip, especially the CTX 3000 and their 5000 keyboards. For slightly less than $300, you get a 61 keys pro level keyboard with features not found anywhere else at this price point, such as 800 tones which can be layered, split, and edited with 100 different DSPs and more than 50 reverbs, choruses, and delays. A pitch bend wheel and a button for triggering modulation and portamento is also standard. You get 235 rhythm accompaniments as well as the ability to create an infinite number of your own user rhythm using the onboard rhythm creator. You also get a powerful full-fledged 17-track song recorder that allows overdubbing, punch-in, punch-out, and event-level editing. The 12-watt speaker system on the Casio CTX 3000 is significantly more powerful than the rest of the keyboards in this list. To store all the detailed changes you made to your sound and rhythms, there are 128 user preset slots. The CTX 3000 can also store 100 of your own musical phrases to spice up your real-time performances using phrase pads. To get features such as this on a Yamaha, you have to pay up to 3 times the price. While all about this keyboard looks rosy, there is a caveat, and a huge one. The user interface is not user-friendly at all, and the menu diving using the dated LCD screen design is unnecessarily convoluted. This is the price you pay for the most advanced keyboard in this list, but at a low price. I have links to my in-depth video review of the Casio CTX 3000 and 5000 series keyboards in the description below, so do check it out. For those who hanker after a Yamaha keyboard more powerful than the PSR E373 but is still extremely user-friendly, Yamaha has the PSR E463. This 61 keys touch-sensitive keyboard comes with 758 voices which can be layered and split, 235 rhythm accompaniment styles, more than 10 DSPs, and 25 reverbs and choruses. One big selling point of the PSR E463 is the Groove Creator. This feature is essentially the more polished version of the dance music mode found in Casio tones. The Yamaha PSR E463 also has a quick sampling feature allowing you to map your own downloaded or recorded sounds onto every single key on this keyboard. Another major plus point for the PSR E463 are the assignable live control knobs. You can map various DSPs to the control knobs and tweak the values on the fly to shape your sounds in real time. Even though the PSR E463 has the same price tag as the Casio CTX 3000, the E463 doesn't have a style creator and also doesn't have an advanced song recorder. You can only record up to 6 tracks per song versus the 17 tracks on the Casio CTX 3000. Further, you only get 32 user slots for saving your sound settings versus the Casio, which gives you 128 registration memory slots. One advantage the PSR E463 has over the Casio is the built-in audio interface. The USB port of this PSR E463 transmits and receives both MIDI and digital audio data to and from your connected devices, whereas the Casio USB port can only handle MIDI data. You can check out my in-depth video review and demo of the Yamaha PSR E463 as well as the current pricing in the video description below. I hope you find my updated top 10 keyboards for beginners under $300 to be useful in your buying choice. You can find my list of recommended keyboards, digital pianos, and courses in the description below. My name is Jeremy C, and I'll see you in my next video.